Hey guys, this is my iPhone SE 3rd generation. This one has 256GB memory, the same as my previous device, which was an iPhone 13 Pro. And I decided to go with the SE 3rd generation because it has a much smaller screen and I prefer to have a smaller device compared to the big screen on the iPhone 13 Pro. The screen on this device is a lesser screen compared to the iPhone 13 Pro, but I do not find any difference in daily using this device. The main difference is the refresh rate. The refresh rate on this device is 60 Hz compared to the 13 Pro, which was 120 Hz. I did see a small difference between the transition in applications and also during the animations in some applications. The screen of this device being only 60 Hz, after a few weeks of using this device, the only few differences that I was seeing were all gone. This can be because my eyes were already used to the display, but I really think Apple did a really great job in the optimization of their device. The iPhone SE 3rd generation, the 60 Hz looks like it is excellent. It is one of the top screens that has 60 Hz and you will not see any big difference compared to a 120 Hz. I can say that this is an excellent device and my experience with this device has been good so far. The things that I am missing compared to the iPhone 13 Pro is the lightning fast Face ID, which is replaced by a Touch ID sensor, and the triple camera setup on the back of the iPhone 13 Pro. On the iPhone SE 3rd generation, you tend to lose quality when you try to zoom on something. The camera on the back of the SE is a 12 megapixel main camera sensor and it has up to 5x digital zoom. Digital zoom is not going to have the same quality as having a second camera that has a much wider focal length. It is going to be a little bit different compared to the 13 Pro. I also noticed that the image quality that the camera on this iPhone SE gather is a little bit more saturated compared to the iPhone 13 Pro. So the camera quality on this iPhone SE is excellent if you're doing everything at 1x. One thing that I noticed also was the screen of this iPhone SE 3rd generation. The screen does not get as bright as the iPhone 13 Pro, and also the image and the video quality on this iPhone SE look to be a little bit more saturated compared to the 13 Pro. You can see it on the image, it is more saturated on the iPhone SE 3rd generation. The saturation is not bad, it simply tends to make things a little bit more colorful compared to other devices. Another thing that may be concerning with the SE is the battery life. When moving from a bigger device that has a much bigger battery, coming to an iPhone SE with a small screen and a smaller battery, the battery life can be a little bit disappointing. So at 11:10 a.m. the device was at 100% of battery capacity, and currently you can see that the device is below 20%, which means that from my usage the device lost 91% of battery after 6 hours and 33 minutes. Currently the device is at 9% after 8 hours and 44 minutes. Honestly, the battery life on this device is not very bad. It is mostly going to depend on how you use the device. If you do a lot of gaming, the device battery is going to be drained faster, and as for me, on that day I didn't do any gaming. I just consulted my social media. I have all of them and I post videos on all of them every day. At 7:56 p.m. the device was at 14% while charging. Currently I'm using the 20-watt charger that comes from Apple, and I think this is the only charger that you need for your iPhone SE 3rd generation. So after 31 minutes and the device had average a 15.2 watt charging, the device battery is at 65%. This is really good because you need only 30 minutes in order to achieve 50% of battery on this iPhone SE 3rd generation. So exactly after 20 minutes when the device was at 65%, the device is right now at 100% of battery. I think with the iPhone SE 3rd generation, you need to charge your device only once during the daylight time, and after that you can charge your device at night. Also, all this test was done when I was at home with the device connected to the Wi-Fi. If it was using 5G, most likely it will drain more battery. And also currently the device is at 1% battery. This is the next day. I didn't charge the device after I charged the device and I showed you, and the device is sitting at 1% at 4 p.m. 14 minutes. Here also, this is to show you how much excellent the optimization on this iPhone SE is. I'm pretty sure that any other device that competes with the iPhone SE 3rd generation by this time will be already dead. So I pushed the device a little bit more, and at 4:16 the device didn't have any battery left and it needed to be recharged again. So I did use the 20-watt charger in order to recharge this device, and it is sitting at 51% of battery, and this is only after 26 minutes. With the 20-watt charger from Apple, you know that you can get this device to 50% of battery in less than 30 minutes. After 49 minutes, the device is at 80% of battery, and this is the time that the device slows down the charging setting in order to save the battery. On Apple's website, it is splash water and dust resistance, rated IP67, maximum depth of 1 meter, up to 30 minutes. We are almost done with the water resistance test. Just in case the device does have a black screen due to water damage, I'm going to take the screen of this device off and remove all the components and make sure that the device got dried before I reassemble anything and access the device again. Okay, let's remove the device out of this water now and inspect the device for anything that may have been wrong after we have submerged this device for 30 minutes. The phone seems to be acting normally without any issues. The touchscreen is responding normally also. The speed of execution of the processor A15 Bionic while I swap around also is in normal condition, so it seems like the device is fine and there is nothing wrong at the moment. After submerging your device for any amount of time, you need to expel all the water out of the speakers. You can see the front speaker of this iPhone SE is full of water and water is getting out of the speaker slowly. If you do not do this, your speakers are going to sound very bad for a few days until all the water has evaporated. This was the front speaker. The front speaker is very critical because it is directly above the component of the device, and if water does enter and pass the front speaker, it may damage your motherboard and any other component that is nearby. As you can see, the bottom speaker also is full of water, and you can see the water is getting out of the bottom speaker slowly. You know that you have only one speaker on the right of this iPhone SE. The other side does not have any speaker. This is why we have water only on one side. The iPhone SE 3rd generation, after the water resistance test, seems to be fine. I took all the action in order to expel all the water out of this device in order to make sure that the device will not have any problem in the near future. Moving from the iPhone 13 Pro to the iPhone SE made me realize that small screens are still excellent options. Let me know what you think about the iPhone SE. Subscribe, like and share, and I will see you on my next review video.